Hey boys and girls, it's the last day of this series where we're comparing and contrasting books. Today we're going to be studying themes. To study this skill, we're going to be using the books Amazing Grace by Mary Hoffman and Apples to Oregon by Deborah Hopkinson and Mary Carpenter. Please make sure you listen to both stories before you begin to study the skill. And each day I want you to listen to the stories again to think about that specific skill. It's going to be really important that you do this. All right, let's begin. Themes they're big ideas in stories. They're ideas that repeat over and over and over again. And you can find them in the setting, you can find them in the characters, in the actions and the things that are happening in the story. When you were in kindergarten and first grade, second grade, and third grade, the skill that you focused on to help you understand theme was the lesson in the story. And now that you're in fourth and fifth grade, it steps up a notch, and you're finding these big ideas, and these big ideas kind of happen through the whole story. So take a moment and get out this common themes sheet, or you can just look at it here online. Here's some common themes that are in stories. Now, in fourth grade, you're going to find one of these themes, one of these big ideas that kind of repeats throughout the story. And by the time you get into fifth grade, you're going to notice that stories actually have multiple themes. Here's some common themes. Maybe it's a theme of family. You see a pattern of family relationships in this story. Or maybe there's a theme of identity where somebody's trying to figure out who they are. Maybe there's a theme of friendship where you're seeing patterns and lessons on friendship. Maybe it's a theme of determination. There's a pattern of somebody like never giving up to do something. Maybe there's a theme of taking a stand where somebody is standing up for what's right. There's themes of cooperation where you see people working together to accomplish a goal. There's themes of death where people are struggling with this idea of death. There's a theme of assimilation where you'll see patterns of cultures coming together and changing and adapting. There's themes of bravery where people are being brave to overcome a scary and difficult task. Themes of hard work, themes of kindness, themes of growing up where you see characters growing up and learning lessons about growing up. Themes of suffering and themes of anger. All of these themes are found in stories, and you'll notice that by the patterns. If there's a theme of, let's say, determination or never giving up, you're going to see that in the beginning of the book, in the middle, and in the end. So now go ahead and look at this sheet. Remember, it's online, or you can print it, or even still write it out on a sheet of paper. Here's how we're going to fill this one out today. So you're going to circle theme because that's the skill we're working on. And we're going to look at the themes and compare and contrast them between Amazing Grace and Apples to Oregon. One of the things that you're going to do, especially when you're in fifth grade, you're going to notice that there's going to be some themes that are the same, and you can find details, can go in that middle column about how the themes are the same and the details that were the same. And you could talk about if the theme was this different, how did the different stories show it? Or you could come up with different themes in the story. So here's how we fill this out. We're going to say Amazing Grace and Apples to Oregon have similar themes because they both have a theme of what? And maybe some details that showed from each of those. And then you're going to say Amazing Grace and Apples to Oregon have different themes because Grace has, and you could say a different theme that Grace had, but Apples had this theme. And what theme did that? And remember to always give details to support it from the book. That way, you're not just making it up. All right, good luck and have fun with this assignment. It's the last one of this series. All right, once you're finished with this assignment, and I hope you had fun with it, I want you to go and start reading your book and notice themes that are in your book. And compare and contrast them. Maybe you're reading a book that has a similar theme to Amazing Grace or Apples to Oregon. But notice how your book maybe shares that theme a little differently. Or notice the themes that are in your book and how is your book showing those themes. All right, guys, keep up the good work.